This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 618 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast for July 2nd, 2024. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. We are so glad as always to have you here. I am your host, Chris, but I am not alone. No. I am joined by Lee.
Hello, Ron.
Tracy.
Hello.
And of course, Michelle.
Howdy.
How are we today?
I am excited for this one.
I am too.
Yes.
Yes.
Doing well.
Yes.
The issue with this episode is we're not going to be able to wrap it up for 2 years.
And don't make the mistake I did when I was like, sorry, I cannot record for 2 years. This is not a 2 year long podcast. We're okay.
But this will not end for 2 years.
Yeah. We have to wait 2 years for the results.
Yes.
So as we're getting closer to the opening of Universal's Epic Universe, and we were suggested by listener Sam Naj. So we have come up with 27 questions that we are going to predict for Epic Universe. And after we find out the actual answers, which is why it's going to be a 2 year long thing, we will announce a winner, and they will get a fully expense paid trip to Epic Universe.
Awesome.
Yeah, provided by podkeyvacations.com, your travel agent partner for free trips to wherever you want to go.
Oh,
I want to go. Here we go. This is the new.
Let's edit that out.
No. So the next, I want someone to send in a portkey ad of, I want to go somewhere for free. I wish, sorry,
Yeah.
I get it right. I wish to go somewhere for free, provided by podkeyvacations.com.
Wow.
That commercial will not run.
Yeah.
Well,
to be
while
fair,
we don't have...
To be fair, I'm the one that will make sure that ad runs or doesn't run. So
He's going to
So
run that
bad.
ad in the beginning, middle, and end.
Oh.
anyway,
Okay.
So while we're not giving out free vacations, feel free to play along at home.
Chris actually already has a point, because if we'd have done, so the preview center's already opened, and initially I'd had, when do you think the preview center will be open? And I put it out to the guys beforehand, and we all guessed, and Chris actually got it spot on. So technically he's got a point.
Yeah.
I will be in the lead for 2 years.
No, you
hear
won't.
that? 2 years.
Wow. Enjoy that.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, he will.
So let's start off with how much will parking cost at the Helios Hotel? And I guess I'll start us off. I'm going to say $50. And I think it's a fair price based off of the current premium hotels. And given it'll be next year and inflation's a thing, and, why not? It's
Okay.
the most expensive hotel they have.
Okay.
Yeah. I originally had $50 as well. But because of the psychology thing, because $50 sounds like a lot, but 48 doesn't sound quite as much. So I think it's 48 for self-parking. And if you want valet, it'll be 60.
There'll probably be valet parking.
Yeah,
as
I
well,
know. That's why I
actually.
put it.
Well, there is valet.
So yeah, 48 and 60.
Now, let's clarify this real quick before we move forward, Lee.
Well,
Are we playing Price is Right rules?
what, closest to?
Yes, without going over.
Yeah, okay.
But we'll do half
Because
a
Trace went
point.
to 48, so that already puts a gap.
Yeah. If you do half a point for closest, but a point for get it bang on.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $40 a night
Interesting.
for self-parking and $50 for valet.
See, I didn't put valet. I just went for parking. Lowest.
How
I
much is
put-
Portofino right now?
42?
Portofino was 36
6.
plus tax.
It's got to be the same as the parking
It's
garages, which
well-
is 36.
It's Royal Pacific then, it's 42.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh,
that
I
Royal
didn't do my
Pacific will be
research, but
more
you know,
than-
that's
anyway,
okay.
I put 40 as well.
You wanted to fight Chris.
All this is plus tax. So 40 a night plus tax.
Yep, I put 40 as well.
Okay.
So, will any of the 3 Epic hotels get What was it? EPA. What's that?
Early park admission.
That's the one. I couldn't remember. Early park admission immediately. And which ones? I've said yes, but only Helios first.
Okay.
And then Stella Nova and Terra Luna will come in a few months later, is what I've said.
Okay.
I think all of the Epic hotels will get early park admission at USF, IOA, and Volcano Bay.
No, I'm only talking about, this was EPA for Epic Universe.
Okay, but only Helios will get EPA at Epic.
Okay. I said the same, yes, and it'll just be Helios.
I misread the question. I don't know why EPA was expressed to me, but no, I'm going to agree that Helios would be the only one doing it, at least in the beginning.
Yep. Okay. The next question is, will any of the legacy hotels have benefits specifically for Epic Universe from day one? And if so, what benefits?
Can you clarify legacy hotels, please?
All the ones that aren't Epic hotels.
So the other hotels then?
Yes,
okay,
they are the
just speak
legacy
English.
hotels.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump in first. Might as well the person that reads the question
that's what I was
first. So
doing,
I've put no. I don't think any of those hotels will get any benefits at Epic Universe.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get early park admission or anything like that.
None. There will be none. They're going to funnel all those benefits into the new hotels. So,
yeah, why wouldn't they?
Yeah. I've said no. However, I have said that later on it will come in.
You're not getting points for this one, by the way.
But this is the order of how they're going to get it. So initially, for extra park hours and express passes, if they come in, it will be Portofino, Sapphire, Royal Pacific, Hard Rock, and then months down
Do you
the
mean
line.
Royal Pacific there, not Sapphire?
No, Sapphire, Royal Pacific. I said Sapphire and Royal Pacific. You'll find it when you edit. And then Aventura, Cabana Bay, Beach Resort, Surfside and Dockside will get EPA only.
I don't think any of them will ever get that for Epic, honestly, but whatever.
Really? I'm not even talking like 6
whatever.
months, you know.
That's not the question, but okay.
So I think the premier resorts, so Portofino, Royal Pacific, and Hard Rock, will get priority restaurant seating like they do already at
Interesting. I never
everywhere.
considered that.
So I think they'll be able to extend that to Epic. And I think they're also going to give them priority entry. So
Really?
should there be any type of reservation system, whether it be for the entire park or just for the lands, I think that somehow those resorts are going to get some type of priority entry, where they're like guaranteed to get in and not going to be stuck out.
Interesting.
And that's based on 2020. That's based on COVID.
Yeah.
When they did do stuff like that.
I think it was different back then, though, but okay.
A little bit, but yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
That's my thoughts.
This is the one I'm excited about. I want to see where we go with this.
I know. All right. So this question is, what will be the cost for a one-night stay at the Grand Helios standard theme park view room? And this is just the standard price. No annual pass holder, no Florida resident, nothing.
But it's the from price. You know when they always go
The from price,
it's a room from 123. Like everyone goes, the starting rates at
we know what starting rate is.
From, and no one ever finds them for that price.
Yep.
So whatever they state on the website is the from.
Yep. So I did my research on this, and the only place that is even similar to this setup, in that it's literally in the theme park, like it's got its own dedicated entry, is Grand Californian over at Disneyland. And then also, even if we go to Walt Disney World, where they don't necessarily have that proximity, but they do have theme park views, those views are still like Magic Kingdom fireworks from a pretty far distance. So given that this hotel is literally going to have its own entry into the park, it's part of the park, and a theme park view room is literally going to be like right there, I think the starting price is going to be $850.
Okay. I was expecting, the way you were talking there, I was expecting you to be going way higher than that.
No, and again, I looked at the other hotels, and based on the fact that it's a standard theme park view room, so a lot of the other hotels that have theme park views, those are like suites.
Yes.
Or they're club level, so there's some other perks. Considering the fact that it's just a standard
That's why I put
room
that there,
with a view, I had to kind of play with that a little bit. So some of those theme park views do get over the thousands, but again, it's a suite or something like that. So
Okay.
I did do a little research as well. And I was trying to find a comparison to a hotel within a theme park that has a view inside. And I actually went across the world to Disney Sea
Okay.
that has a hotel inside.
So Chris's
that
put
you
is
can
in
see.
yen. I think it'll be a 10 million yen.
Yes. Or 4 trillion pesos. There's, from what I could see, obviously it's hard to kind of find a price where it's like, oh, you can get it at this or starting from.
Yeah.
But it was around 500 for a standard view room,
Okay.
which I thought was a pretty good price.
Well, we paid
so
more than that to stay at Portofino Bay in 2022.
Yes. But they're going to go and give you like the Tuesday rate, like in the middle of World War III.
yeah, the
Like,
stand
that's
like the starting
room.
point.
Yes.
Yeah. So I went, obviously I put a premium in there because I think Orlando gets the most foot traffic from like all over the world when you're talking about theme parks. I went to 700.
Okay.
Okay. I'd just like to say, though, if it is 10 million yen, yes, please.
Why, how much is that? I have no idea how much it is.
$63.
Book me too.
Oh, sorry. I meant
Tracy, I'll pay for yours.
I meant 11
Nice.
million.
11 million, what? 66.
Yeah.
It's you.
It's me.
Yes.
It's interesting now we've all got... I don't know whether I did any research because I've filled this in. So I know Michelle did hers straight away. Tracy did hers this afternoon. I don't know when Chris did his this weekend. I've done mine over the course of the last 2 weeks. So I may or may not have researched this. But I think if I did, I went off the back of knowing what we paid at Portofino at a time when it wasn't necessarily peak time, but it certainly wasn't like low premium time. Off the back of that, knowing that we paid $550 a night, and this is the starting from, so like, you know, a January the 5th or whatever when no one's there, and I put $750.
Okay.
Okay.
What have we had?
$750 and $850.
851.
This is it, because I'm just
Yeah,
like...
don't be cheating.
No, I don't. I won't have a different number.
Chris apparently already has cheated.
I did not cheat. I did research.
Yes, I've
He
also
cheated.
I've also done research, and I was looking at things
By
like.
asking Mike Aiello all the answers to these questions, that's cheating.
Don't tell him, Mike. But I also like Michelle was saying with the Disney parks. Brain just stopped there. I also factored in like Animal Kingdom Lodge and stuff like that with
Okay,
those
yeah,
sorts of things.
The Zoo View.
Yeah, but then again, standard and stuff like that. So I did originally start.
All this
at
waffling
quite
that
a-
people are doing is killing me. I just want to know what you put.
I did start at quite a high number. Then I was like, wait, hang on, the word standard's in there. So let's bring that down from 4 figures. So I have said the same as somebody else. So I'm just going to tweak
No,
that I am.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
It is cheating.
It's not.
Cheating.
I'm saying
Next time, just don't say anything, Tracy.
know.
Just do it.
849.
You are cheating.
Oh my goodness,
That
you
is
little
cheating.
booger.
Hey, you know, game show rules.
No, the game show rules aren't
Da-da-da.
game show rules. What your answer is whatever you wrote your answer down
I've got nothing
before
down.
we started. You put 850.
I didn't actually.
What did you put then? Like 1,000,
Yeah.
and then changed it to 850.
No.
So 1,000.
No.
What then?
They changed to 950.
What did you have written
And then
down
changed to
before now?
850.
950.
950.
950 is your answer. No, be
It's
cheap.
not.
She was hearing the conversation.
Oh my goodness.
950.
And lessons have been learned.
I'm not having people playing the game
849
to try
people.
and get out
Remember,
better. It was
849.
950. It was actually 1,200.
It
All
wasn't.
right, Chris, read the next question.
Yes. Let's do that. What date will the first soft opening preview date be? This one I have as June 19th of next year.
Interesting. Okay.
And well, I'll say the reason why I did it on the next question.
Okay. I have June the 5th.
Interesting.
I have May 1st, actually, because
Wow.
recently there was a video or a podcast where somebody said it was going to be before summer.
That's interesting.
One of the creators.
It said early summer. It was in one of the recent earnings calls. They said it was going to be early summer.
No, it wasn't, but it was a podcast that he was doing. It wasn't an earnings call. He
Anyway.
said before summer.
Yeah. I think he said early summer, but okay.
I'll send it to you.
May 24th.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's move straight on to the next one then, which is, when will be the official opening date? I have July 17th.
Wow.
I did research. I have been sat with with a calendar and a calculator.
So I went with that before summer thing, and I said May 9th.
Wow.
I put June 20th, and it's just one day after. I don't think that's a logical thing there. I'm banking more on the June 20th because it's the first official day of summer, and I think that'd be a really cool thing to quote kick off summer.
Chris was the one that kind of gave me the idea for this. Because we talked about on the show recently about, wouldn't it be funny if they opened the preview center a year to the date from the opening of Epic Universe? So I tried to look at when that opened and what day they would officially open that park. So I went for June 9th.
Okay.
Okay.
Glad we all have different answers this time.
See, I looked at historic distances between, and soft openings to actual opening seems to be a consistent amount of time. So we shall find out.
It'll be interesting. That's the one I like.
Yeah.
I think those are the two questions I like the most.
Yeah. Also, I had heard that it was slightly delayed anyway, which is why I went a little later.
It is. It was supposed to open in 2023.
Yeah, slightly delayed.
So here's one then. Which celebrities will be at the opening ceremonies? I think there's at least 2 or 3 you could pretty much bank. Well, probably more. Probably 4 or 5 you can bank on. So I've put Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
He will be there without a doubt.
never thought like that.
Jay Baruchel will be there because they have to have someone representing How It's Trained Your Dragon. Shigeru Miyamoto, I expect to be there because of Super Nintendo World. Eddie Redmayne, I thought might be there because of the Fantastic Beasts. The Phelps brothers will be there because that's the only thing they do nowadays. I think Rupert Grint, Nirvana Lynch will be there because they're always there for the Potter openings. And then I added 2 in today, actually, I thought about. I think Al Roker will be there because the Today Show, why not? And Jimmy Fallon will be there as well. Again, why not? That's mine.
Okay.
It's actually really good. Mine, I can pull the name up. I just don't have it off the top of my head. But I had Spielberg, obviously. I had Miyamoto in there. I had the guy from Fantastic Beasts.
Which
because
one?
I was writing this fast.
Jay Baruchel. The voice of
Fantastic-
Hiccup.
The main guy.
The voice
Fantastic
of Hiccup.
Beast, he said.
No, he said
No,
How
he said
It's
Fantastic
Said
Beasts.
Fantastic
Oh, did he?
Beasts,
Eddie
yeah.
Redmayne then.
Sure. The
Eddie
That one.
Redmayne,
one that
that's
does the
who he
grab
is.
walk. The main professor guy.
Eddie Redmayne.
He's not a professor, but okay.
He's not?
No, he's not.
That guy, yes.
Yeah.
See
Eddie
how well my
Redmayne.
Potter knowledge is? And that's all I had. I was trying to think of like what is it? Isle of Burke, and I just couldn't come up with anybody. So
Okay.
How are we pointing this, by the way? Like this question?
A point
Is it like
for each.
1 point per name? Okay.
Well, I had the Phelps twins because they turned up to the opening of an envelope. Miyamoto, obviously. Mason Thames and Nico Parker, who are going to be Hiccup and I've forgotten a name in the live action.
America Ferrera's character in the cartoon. I can't think what she's called.
No, I've forgotten. They're going to be the live action actors of
Good
those
one.
parts.
Probably.
And Jared Butler.
See, I didn't know whether he would be there or
Look,
not.
that's just I hope he's there.
I toyed with the idea of putting him down, but I didn't in the end.
Fingers are crossed.
Why would he be there?
Because he's Hiccup's dad in the films.
Yeah.
Oh, Gerard Butler. Yeah,
Should
okay.
probably watch those films.
Yeah, probably. So I have a pretty long list. I've got
God.
for Fantastic Beasts, I have Eddie Redmayne, Jude Law, Catherine Watterson, and Dan Fogler. So I don't think we'll have any of the normal Potter stuff because this is technically not a Potter franchise. This is Fantastic Beasts.
It's not
a totally
Fantastic
different thing.
Beasts. No, it's not, because don't forget, the outside's going to be Paris Fantastic Beasts, but the actual ride's the Ministry of Magic,
Yeah.
and the Ministry of Magic from England barely plays a part in those films. That's much more Potter-based. So
It's going to be the Ministry of Magic in England?
yes,
How does that make any sense?
because it's you flew networking
magic.
over. Because if you the title of that land is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic, not Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, okay. All right. So
But that's
then
still
I've
a
got
good show,
Miyamoto
actually.
and Jack Black and Chris Pratt for
I thought about Chris Pratt.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
I did think about that.
And
Is-
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
Peach, isn't she?
And then for How to Train Your Dragon, I got Jay Baruchel, America Ferrera, and Jonah Hill. And then just because they're kind of at everything anymore, Jimmy Fallon and Mario Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah,
might be,
yeah.
I love watching him on that the channel on the hotel
Yeah.
network.
Yep.
Interesting. That was a good one. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. How will transportation to the park work? Will it have its own parking garage, or will you be bused from the existing parking garage similar to Volcano Bay? So I put that no, it won't have its own. We'll be bused from the existing parking garage. However, I don't think park hopping to Epic will be allowed in the beginning.
Probably not.
So
Agree with that.
therefore, there will be no need for buses at the parking garage. At the hotels, water taxi only hotels, or the water taxi hotels will only use buses for Epic and Volcano Bay. And then at the other hotels, they will double up the amount of buses transporting to Epic as opposed to City Walk.
So I've looked at the concept art and I've looked at aerial photos, and I can't see any sort of parking structure attached to that park. There doesn't look like there's a parking lot anywhere. You would think it would be somewhere near.
I don't think they would put that in those concept
I'm
art, though, 'cause
talking
that's
about
boring.
watching Bio reconstruct photos and videos that he is taking.
Oh, okay.
There does not look like there's a parking structure attached to that park. So I think people coming who aren't staying on site are going to have to park at the City Walk parking garage. And this is what this question was about. Parking at the City Walk parking garage and
Really?
getting bused to Epic. It doesn't look
Where's
like...
all that extra?
I don't know, but it doesn't look like...
I don't think so.
It does not
they
look...
would have to.
You can argue all you want, right? Go and have a look at those pictures. There
Yeah.
doesn't look at any particular space of land around Epic Universe that looks big enough to hold the cars that are going to visit that park.
But that parking lot is not big enough. They're going to have to double that.
That's what I'm putting.
Yeah, there's no way that they can fit that many people at the City Walk.
So Michelle, if you're not staying on site, or Chris, you're the prime example. You're staying at a DoubleTree down the road. Where are you parking?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't. Do you think you're going to park at Epic Universe? That's what this
You want me to say
question's
my answer?
about. Yeah, you might as well.
Oh, it's just
No. You're well to add to what you guys were saying before, the current garages will not be able to handle Epic. It's impossible. They get maxed out sometimes almost just now with those
Yeah.
parks. There's actually not a parking garage structure, at least at this point. There's a flat guest parking that's there with a separate valet route, bus route, and car route with tow plaza that comes off of Epic Boulevard. It's already there in the plans. And that's why I said I looked this one up and I found the answer.
Mm.
And if you go on Google Maps, you can see it all exactly how the plans are.
So I misunderstood the question. I just thought you meant park hopping wise, but no, there's for 100% there's going to be a parking deck over there at Epic. There's no way around it.
I mean, there is. I've just said what it is.
I mean,
but-
there has to
wouldn't
be, even
work.
for
All right, well, it
Helios.
doesn't have to be.
Helios has to have somewhere to park.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you park at the hotel,
You can have a
not.
separate hotel parking for that.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
talking about like
Like you
Well,
don't
hang on.
park in City Walk to stay at Portofino Bay.
let me chuck mine in
No,
and
but
then we can carry on.
But Helios has, but it has to have its
Go
own
on.
parking deck. And you said you didn't see any. So there's going to be something.
Yeah, but that's
So-
not the parking. That's hotel parking. Tracy, what?
If I chuck mine in,
Go
then
on
you can
then.
carry on fighting. I've just put there'll be self parking and valet, and there'll be hotel parking in addition.
I've got.
And I think it'll be buses from the hub because you've got all the other hotels to service, and it's easy just to take everybody to a central location. But there's going to be parking. Look where we went into. That's a parking lot. All I have to do is
All right.
Build it up.
Okay.
Even if it's not like walking distance, if they have to do some type of a tram or something like they do at Disney, they've got to have parking.
They don't have to have parking.
Well,
They don't have to, but our current infrastructure, I think, would not allow that to happen.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, because there's times where the parking deck at City Walk gets pretty dang almost to capacity.
Okay.
it has been.
Controversial question.
Wasn't it
It
just?
was.
Will guests have to make a park reservation for any period of time? And how long will having to make reservation last? Oh, so how long that will be implemented, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. I said yes, and I said at least for the first year.
Okay. I also said yes. And at least for the first 6 months.
Okay.
I said, I hope not.
Yeah.
But I think so, at least in some sort. I think they'll do a virtual queue or land reservation system, not necessarily for the whole park, and that this will last for about a year.
Okay. I put, unfortunately, yes for the first year. I hope not.
I know. It will be. Okay, next question. Which ticket options will be available day one? So I've just put standard, ticket, no express, and single park only.
Yeah, so this question builds on my answer for the last one with the park reservation. The reason I don't think they're going to need a whole park reservation is because I think they're only going to allow you to have purchase an admission ticket, like a dated admission ticket for Epic. I don't think it's going to be included in the park hopping option.
No.
So what I think is they'll do is they'll sell a standard ticket just for that one park. Or if you do have a multi-park ticket, I think they'll give you the option to add on 1, 2, or 3 days of Epic on top of that. But again, Epic will be like its own thing. It won't be included where you can hop between all 4.
Interesting. So I put a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, or 4 day ticket for Epic only and no option to include IOA, USF, or Volcano Bay. And the tickets will be date entry specific.
Yeah, date entry specific for sure.
Yeah, I put single and then I put multi-day, but that one breaks down because I think there will be a multi-day ticket with Epic Universe, obviously dated.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to do that, right? Because Michelle, you can comment as a travel agent. They're going to want to say, hey, check out our new park. We got 4 parks here. You're going to need at least 2 weeks to come vacation. Let me sell you a nice, long, fat ticket with multiple days to different parks here. So I think they will have an option, but obviously Epic will have dated from the time of purchase.
Okay. I did forget to add one thing. I have it written down on here, though. I said I also think they'll offer priority land entry tickets as an add-on.
Paid.
So like Hollywood, where you can add on guaranteed entry to Super Nintendo Land. I think that they'll do something like that as well.
So like
That's an option.
No, because Japan's, it's your express passes that give you that. So you can get a timed entry to go into Super Nintendo World,
but never express.
the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, or if you buy express passes that include that gives you priority entrance into that.
Yeah, you can buy that for Hollywood. It's priority entry.
The only thing here that I would say is different, and it's kind of like territory we've never been into, is that we saw this with Potter. When Potter opened up, you had a return time and everything. This is an entire new park.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think they're going to be doing that because you do that to the entire land, and buying a dated ticket gives you for sure you're getting into the land. I doubt everybody's going to be running everywhere, right? As opposed to just having one new thing. That's just my thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do tickets for specific lands. But anyway, we shall see. Exactly. That's the whole point of this thing. It's interesting, isn't it? To all throw our hats in the ring.
Yeah.
I want to win that free vacation.
Yeah. Well,
you better hush. Key Vacations is not giving away
Lee,
free
run the ad.
hang on, right? To be
run
fair,
the ad.
To be fair, if Michelle didn't want everyone to know, she wouldn't have just name dropped it right there either. So to be fair, she's in on it. So let's just find out how much it's going to cost Michelle for us all to have a one-day ticket. The next question is,
You better hush.
how much?
Get my legal department on you.
How much will a single-day ticket cost? And this is the from price, because I'm assuming it's going to be dynamic pricing. So that low cost, like that lowest price single-day ticket, I have put $165.
Ooh.
Okay.
I put 130.
Okay.
Well, that's lower than the other parks, Chris.
I'll be honest with you. I tried researching. I don't know what the from is on the other parks. I thought it was already up in I thought it was like 110, but I've always had a pass, or I've had a pass forever, so I don't really know.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Just put like 300.
Well,
I started off at 100 and then I dropped it down, and I was just doing what Lisa is, so I'm putting
I know.
164.
I started off at 6, and no, because I've been like looking at pricing and stuff like that. I spent quite a bit of time in this. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I put 190.
Whoa.
Oh,
Again, using psychology, keep it under the 200 mark. It's a massive park.
I mean, it's
a
everyone's
massive
going to want
park.
to be in. If you're going to
Yeah.
gouge people, why not? So, yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
butter
yeah.
beers are $100 too.
Yeah, and $10 extra for the foam.
And they're a thimble size now.
Yeah, they're half the size of the other
They're
one.
little shots.
The foam's an additional cost.
Yeah, but it's mandatory to buy.
Yeah. You can't buy it
So
without the foam, yeah.
I put starting price at 150
Okay.
because I think they're going to really want people coming in there. I don't think they're going to want to outprice themselves in the very, very beginning. They got to have room to grow.
Fair.
I thought I was being aggressive at 130.
Interesting.
So what is the from right now for like islands? Michelle?
Around 130, yeah.
Damn it. I hope you all lose by going over.
Cheer up.
It's more expensive when you just buy a one-day ticket.
Yeah, of course it is.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they offer an annual pass that includes Epic Universe from day one. Nope. And then the second part to that question is, if not, how long after park opening will they include it? And I said 18 months.
Interesting. I also said no, and I also said 18 months.
Oh, Lee, we think alike finally.
I said yes, and they'll give it to you for free for 1 year. No, they're not gonna
With a
offer
blackout
that.
I was
date in
about to
January
say,
to December.
were you drunk?
And the pass is $130. No, I put no and 1 year.
Okay.
I put no, and maybe 18 months later.
Okay. How much will the cheapest non-Florida resident annual pass cost when available? Okay, I have $700.
Okay.
And the reason why I had to look up the current one for a 3-park is $525. For a 2-park, it was $425. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the seasonal
So
pass
that's
is
just
$425.
It's $100 bump, but that's for a water park, even though it's a park, but it's a water park.
Are you looking
So-
at the Florida resident prices?
No,
No,
that's
that's
how much
non-Florida.
they are.
Yeah.
Oh, for the seasonal? Okay.
Yeah, the seasonal
For
is
the lowest
$425.
pass. That's what this question, right?
Because
Yeah.
the seasonal pass is
So-
$425, the power pass is $475, the preferred is like $500.
But $425 is only 2 parks.
Yeah.
So if I went to the 3-park, that was $100 premium, but that's a water park. So I had to go like $100 and something more, I think, to make up for what Epic would be. So $700 to start off.
Okay.
Okay. I also went and looked at all of this information and broke it down park by park and everything, and I came up with $644.99.
Okay.
Because it's always at
Okay.
99
that's a
cents.
good price too.
See, I always feel like,
Psychology again,
I
you
feel
say?
like Michelle's got a leg up in this because she deals with this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, she's got to give a free holiday away, so.
She looks like Charlie from It's Always Sunny with the map and all the
Yeah.
points go everywhere.
What's it
I
called?
don't sell a lot of
What's
annual
the,
passes, though, but
Pepe Sylvia. Yeah, the whole Pepe Sylvia thing.
Yeah. Yep.
so I too did my research, and also comparing to Walt Disney World currently, as I believe that the two are getting much more comparable in offerings and popularity. So keeping it lower than Disney, but definitely raising the price a good bit for Universal. I'm saying $800.
Okay.
Okay.
I also love how you used a travel agent lingo where you didn't say like, yeah, Universal's getting expensive as hell. Like, no, they're getting comparable.
Yeah.
They're
Right?
both very close. You should go to
Yes.
both.
Yes.
So we're all in the same ballpark.
Expensive.
I put $7.25.
Okay.
Okay. So I was the most expensive. We'll see.
Let's hope I'm the one that's right for everybody then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did do the most extensive research on this question, so yes.
I did.
We
of like
like
5 minutes.
Tracy's answer, guys. We
Yes.
like Tracy's answer.
Yeah. Universal's marketing team is listening. They're like, really? We can go that high? Sure.
Oh,
let's do
shit,
it.
I didn't even think about
let's be
that.
We
honest.
should
Yeah,
put out
exactly.
a fake episode.
Michelle's
Yeah, $100
so
bucks.
that's the Michelle price. We'll just charge everyone else Tracy's price. But if Michelle Bulmer
the
wants
1%.
an annual pass, it's $900, guys.
That's the 1%
Yeah, that's
price.
the 1% pass.
Yeah, and
Dang
that's
it.
why she's able to give out that free trip to whoever can get this right.
Only
Lee,
if
run the ad.
only if the annual pass is called the 1%er pass. Okay.
Oh, I need to run. I'm going to run this ad in the background every time he says that.
Oh, my head
my
hurts
God.
from laughing.
Tracy.
Oh, yes. Okay, how much will a VIP tour cost? And this is the starting from per person price.
Because it's weird how an RIP tour is. I had to clarify this for Tracy today. It's weird that you have to price an RIP tour is for a group of 10, yet a VIP tour is a per person cost. Is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
So is this VIP tour only for Epic?
Yes.
Okay.
now, what time of year are we talking here? Because prices.
Starting from
Starting
price.
No, not per. Not the. Right. So right. Yes. So
Starting
the starting from.
So
Right.
it's
So like
a
the lowest
January,
season and
this-
everything.
yes.
Okay. I need to adjust that little. No. Okay then. Fair enough. So I've put 240.
I think it's like $2.95 now. I think for islands.
Oh, that my information was incorrect. That I
I
read
think.
because I'd put
No, it's correct. Universal, it's correct.
because I'd put 240 to 350. If they include any events in the future, it's more likely to be about 450.
Okay.
Yeah, but my baseline, I'll go with 250.
Okay. So since it's just for Epic, for a non-private, I put 350, and for private, I put 4,500.
I never thought per person.
No, a private is for 10 people.
All right, I think I was just going off a non-private then.
4,500 for a private.
I never put a price for that down. Anyway, is it
So it
me?
doesn't matter, right?
You.
I put 400. So I guess the question I was asking was for a non-private because I couldn't find out how much a private one was. I put
That's
VIP
different.
You
tour
you
in
have
and
to
it
call
came
it
up.
in and
Yeah, well,
ask.
that's why I went off. So yeah, I put 400.
I put 350 just because I saw the current ones are 250.
Mm-hmm.
That's starting from. That's
Yeah.
all I could see online. So
And
I
let's
think
be honest,
$100
yeah.
premium on that.
and a premium
It's going to
for
be
Epic is-
variable, obviously.
But for Epic, it's going to be worth its weight in gold, way more than it is going
Oh,
to
yeah.
Islands or Studios.
That
at this
will
point.
be the first VIP I probably buy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Whew.
We're going to take a quick break so everybody can hear about
I don't have that one pulled up. Sorry.
about the giveaway we're doing. We'll talk about that later, but let's run that clip.
I wish to go to Scotland.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
Welcome back, everybody.
There's no giveaway. There's no giveaway.
You know I get
know what
to
to do
edit
with
this
that.
thing, don't you?
Cut that.
So the first question after the ad break is question 15, and the question is, what provisions will be made for line management from day one? So we're looking at like virtual line, express, anything like that. And I literally just put virtual line for all rides outside of Celestial Park. I think Celestial Park, those two rides will just be standby. I think everything else will have virtual line.
Really? What provisions will be made for line management? They're going to tell you to off and get in line. Like, they're not going to care. The most they do probably is, I'm saying, 2 rides, virtual line. The rest, you're going to have to wait.
Okay.
I'm guessing that sturdy boots and cattle prods is the wrong type of line management then?
Yes, I wasn't looking at
Okay.
how will it keep people in line.
Yeah.
In line.
Damn it. I was looking forward to that.
Just slop on the floor.
Yeah. I've got virtual line standby.
Okay.
I think it'll be mainly standby, but they will be rolling out the virtual. It makes sense, unfortunately, in this modern world.
So I think there'll be a lot of virtual queues. I think there may be a couple that are standby, and maybe after the first few weeks when they see which rides are the most popular, they might take away the virtual queues on some and just do standby. But in the very beginning, I think we'll see a lot of virtual queues. Definitely no express. We'll see some single rider stuff for sure.
There is, yeah. You can see that if you watch
yeah.
the video from Dark Universe that we were trying to look, weren't we, to see if you could see whether there was an express, but single rider lines, yeah, there is actually, and I've just screwed myself there at that point because I know there's going to be single rider lines.
So I did also add on that I'm hoping that they come up with some sort of a fast pass system that can be separately purchased. I don't want it to be like Genie because Genie sucks ass.
Tell us how you really feel.
But I really hope they are developing some sort of
equivalent.
Some sort of system like that that I would
Outside of
happily
Express.
pay on top of that in order to navigate this park in the beginning for sure.
Okay. Interesting.
Which ride will have the longest wait time during opening week? And I put the Ministry of Magic ride just because of how popular that whole franchise is. Yeah. And because I did wait 8 hours for freaking Gringotts. I mean, for Hagrid's.
You did.
And I know that the freaking wait time for those lines.
We were actually watching a Vincent Vision video doing about Islands of Adventure, and he showed some clips of that opening day of Hagrid's. We didn't see you, but I did see Joni in line, so you were obviously there.
I was right next to her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have the same thing. Ministry of Magic. They have the largest following, so it's going to be the ride.
I actually have Minecart Madness in Donkey Kong Country because because it's really new.
So,
and there's the elements in that ride that we've got coming. Yeah. I think that's going to be really popular.
So I went with the other three. I put Ministry of Magic as well. I think the Potter rides just people want to ride them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that and on top of the fact that the post from the Producers Club talking about how the ride's going to be.
Yeah,
if there's any validity to that, it's going to be amazing.
I mean, we don't know. This is the thing. There could be that dark horse out there that ends up being the ride that everyone might ride that Ministry of Magic on the first day and go.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Donkey
but
Kong,
it could happen.
Yeah,
amazing. I mean, yeah.
All right, so which ride will be the first to break down? That is also Ministry of Magic. Going to be, I think,
because
probably their most complex. No, not just that. The most complex one they might have going on. So I think that has the more likelihood to have something happen, and then it has to reset, and you have to wait. It gets delayed, and the normal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of forgot that one existed. To be fair,
Ministry of Magic.
Yeah, I was like, Harry Potter, been there, done that. See, I've got an awe in here, but you got to make me choose one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's which ride, not rides.
Well, I'll tell you which two I've got while I'm making my decision. So I've got either Hiccup's Wing Gliders.
No, you're not having it either.
I've just quantified what I'm saying. Use your ears and listen. I'm filling the dead air while I'm making a decision. Shut your pie hole.
Shut
You're
him.
not getting this free holiday. I am.
Run it.
Hang on. Let me just... And there's my fan out.
I love it, man.
God. Yes, so I said I'm trying to decide between Hiccup's Wing Gliders or Curse of the Werewolf because they've both got lots of moving parts. And I'm going to go with... I don't know. I'm going with Curse of the Werewolf.
Okay.
I said Donkey Kong because of the new little thing that they're doing with how it's supposed to skip the track.
Yeah, so it's not going to land back on the track, is it? Because
because the track's broken.
No, I don't
Yeah.
mean that. I just mean they're trying to be super innovative on that one,
Yeah.
and usually when they're innovative, it takes a little bit to work out the kinks. So I'm going to say Donkey Kong.
When was it that I became the one that didn't jump on Michelle immediately, by the way? Michelle made that statement there. I never said a word, and Chris and Tracy just went, what the f***?
Look, me and Chris are like twins. You should know this by now.
I'm not sure I like this dynamic, to be honest. How come I'm always getting bullied in this podcast? I'm going back to Rush of Fear, where I'm loved.
Look, going by English, we bully people we love. That's a very British thing. I agree with Chris. I think it'll be Ministry of Magic.
And Michelle.
Okay.
Did Michelle say-
Michelle
no, she
said-
said
no, that was
fucking
Donkey Kong.
You did.
Donkey Kong County.
I'm going back to the last question.
Yeah.
Shut up, I'm mistyped. Oh, like you've never put a mistyping in any of
Yeah,
your
but the difference
words.
is I do every show notes for the 618
Yeah, so you should be able to type by now.
episodes.
Ooh.
Me,
I
so
think-
shut your pie hole.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It
no.
is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See? Disrespect.
I like the fact that we, for the most part, came up with different answers there because I think a lot of these questions we all could have literally just give all the same
Of course,
answers.
yes. Will the park reach capacity in the first week? Absolutely yes. Especially if they're doing pre-bookings. So
Yeah, I agree. Of course.
I thought you were
Was
gonna
my
say
actual
no
answer.
there.
Of course.
I think you're going to go, no.
My actual answer was it will reach capacity in the first hour.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. First day, bang. By lunchtime, no one's getting in.
It's going to be miserable in there.
So this is an interesting one. We had a bit of an argument about when the first announcement of Celestial Park came out. Will Celestial Park or parts of it be open to anyone outside of park hours? And if so, who?
Me.
And I
On my
put
free trip.
yes. And I kind of went back on the conversation that we had earlier. People staying at Helios.
I put yes as well. And the same thing. It's not going to be a city walk type thing, but it's going to have access for Helios people, guests,
1%.
commoners.
They're not commoners. That's the problem.
I'm
Not
sorry,
at
that's right, yeah, yeah.
$750 a night, 900, however much we decided it was going to be.
$1 million.
Yeah,
10 million
10
yen.
million yen.
I've said yes, and as I've been saying all along, to hotel guests only.
Hotel guests.
Hotel guests initially. I mean,
Which hotel are we talking?
Epic Hotels.
So you're talking about
Helio-
Terra Luna and Stella Nova as well.
Eventually, it's going to be
We're going from day one right now.
from day one Helios only.
Okay.
But I think that 3 to 6 months later, it will be the other two.
Okay.
See, I just put no easily
No,
because
okay.
based on the model, it seems like part of just one of the other lands. It doesn't really seem like it's a city walk type area. So I'm going to say no.
Okay.
All right. What will the average hours be opening year? Now, opening year is tough because, as we know, hours change throughout the year.
I don't think they will for Epic Universe personally, but
Okay, but I think the average will be 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
okay.
But hold on, not done. I also put 8 a.m. early entry for Helios.
Okay.
And then I think they'll also do extended hours on select nights for guests of Helios.
Okay. So then you've just said that no one will have access to Celestial Park after park closed, but then in the next one said that Helios guests will be able to get in after hours.
Well, I didn't think you meant like I thought you were talking about like your conversation of where it's going to be open like City Walk.
It will.
Open to everybody. Okay, I'm just going to stick with 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah. I have 8 to 9. And that's just because I think early park is normally 8. So that would be weird for them to go later. And then 9, because I'm being optimistic for having more nighttime hours there, because there's a lot of things there that would benefit from that.
Interesting.
Now I've gone base hours.
Yeah, I
9
haven't done early park.
9 a.m. to 8 p.m. with 8 a.m. for early park and 9 p.m. for extra park hours. So they could alternate between the two depending on what's going on.
Okay.
But 9 till 8.
basic, but like I haven't gone after hours or early park admission. I literally just put like the basic hours, and I've put 9 a.m. till 10 p.m.
I hope it's that one.
Because it's for me, it's not down in a residential area. A lot of the issue with Universal and Islands staying open as late as they do is because of that residential area. I think they get away with it during horror nights because money talks. So I think with it being where it is, they don't have that noise pollution issue, which is why I think, especially for that first year, needing to give people that time, I think it'll be open till 10.
Okay. Next up, will the park offer character dining? And if so, which land and characters? And I'm
going to preface this by saying we're not including the Burning Blade or Steakhouse with the kind of pseudo character thing that's going on there. I'm not counting that.
Okay.
Like a proper character breakfast based on whatever the IP is. Oh, meal, sorry, not breakfast. Sorry, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have 2 lands here. I have Nintendo and How to Train Your Dragon. And I think Nintendo lends itself out to character dining for children. And then
for
obviously
children.
You'd have like your Mario. Well, I mean for adults too.
I was going to say, you'll be the first one there.
Of course. You'll have your Mario, Luigi, Peach characters. And then How to Train Your Dragon as well. You'd have the... and again, just because I haven't seen the movie... You'd have the guy that rides
Hiccup.
Toothless.
The guy and the dragon.
Hiccup.
Yeah, that guy. And just kind of like other characters, like just people from that land. So no specific names, but
Okay.
That it?
Trace.
Yep.
Okay. I've said yes, they will. All lands except for Harry Potter. We're going to have in Super Mario World, we'll have Mario, Luigi, Peach. Hope we have Toad, but that's a difficult character to pull off.
I mean, there is a walk around character.
Okay, maybe. I don't think we'll have a Bowser or a Donkey Kong because they're too big for that sort of space.
Again, I'm going to put a time limit in the first year. I'll put that on there.
Okay.
I don't think it matters to our answers, but because I don't want to go in 3 years' time after we've wrapped this up. Someone goes, "Look, they started doing it now." Someone gets a point.
Yeah. in Burke, we're going to have Hiccup and his girlfriend, and probably.
I need to find.
And I forgot what she's called. Begins with an E, and whatever the guy with the big braided mustaches.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I would love to see him actually. And then in Dark Universe, Dracula, Victoria Frankenstein, maybe a Wolfman. I think we'll have face characters though who can speak to the guests.
Okay.
So yeah.
It does not begin with an E. It begins with an A. She is Astrid.
An A, yeah.
Astrid, yeah. Okay, so I put yes, and it'll be Isle of Burke, and there'll be like a Hiccup and Friends meal, and there'll be a stationary photo op with Toothless there as well.
I put no. Because they haven't yet.
I mean, it's a fair assessment because they
really
don't
is.
do
I
character dining,
Yeah.
so why are they going to start?
I think it was something you said, Michelle, that made me put that question in, though. Or you might have sent it in when I asked for questions for it, but it's like,
I think I did.
It's a good question, but no, I don't think they will because they have not got a good track record of doing it.
Yeah.
So will there be an exclusive Coke freestyle flavour for Epic Universe or flavours? And if so, a point for the land and a point for the flavour. Now, I've really enjoyed this one.
I bet you did.
Man.
Of course. So,
Settle in, everybody. Get your pillows and popcorn.
Super Mario World is going to be Peach.
Oh, yeah.
Because, Princess Peach. Need to say any more. Isle of Burke is going to be a spiced mead. So, honey.
Interesting.
So, yeah, a spiced honey flavouring to go with that. Dark Universe, cinnamon for the fire and electricity and fire.
Okay.
Fire, electricity and fire, goodness. Harry Potter, well, that's going to be butterbeer, so that's just caramel.
Well, I can tell you now, there won't be a Coke freestyle
there
in
won't
Harry
be, no,
Potter.
'cause it's Muggle technology, yeah. Celestial Park, I've also gone there as well.
Never even considered Celestial Park.
We're going to have a galaxy. And it's going to be raspberry and cherry with the glitter, like the stuff that I have. Yeah, so you have the celestial,
cool,
like glittery swirl in it. So yeah.
Okay. This was Brian Cooper's idea, actually. I was like, what a good question that is.
Yeah. So this is one of the new ones you added in, and I just read it.
Yeah.
So I was like, at first I was like, no. But then I thought about it, and I said, well, yeah, maybe for Dark Universe, I think they'll do something green for Frankenstein. And then as well as Tracy, I did say that I think they'll have some kind of mead flavor, something like maybe a root beer type something in Isle of Burke.
Root beer?
Yeah.
Sensible people don't drink root beer. It tastes of Germaline.
I don't think anybody but the British know what Germaline is.
I'll bring you some over and you can taste it and go, oh yeah, that tastes just like
I love the smell of it.
beer.
I don't want to drink it.
Don't like the name germ in my soda.
It's getting rid of germs. It's an antiseptic cream.
It's leaning germs.
Anyway,
Lovely.
I believe so.
So I went. It's funny how we all did the same thing. I did a honey mead for How to Train Your Dragon because I think it just lends it, doesn't it?
Yes.
And I also went Dark Universe. I did an electric blue lemonade.
Ah.
It's funny how we all did a Dark Universe one, but was all different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Just those two.
I know, man. Just to clarify, mine are all to be mixed with Coke.
Okay.
I forgot you can have other things.
I have one only. It's in Monsters Land, and it's called the Monster Mash.
Is it whiskey?
And it is. What?
Is it whiskey?
I wish. It's a green drink. Maybe it tastes like Surge or Mountain Dew or something.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too. Something electrical.
Okay.
The next question is, will Epic Universe beat either Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios Florida in attendance in its first full year? So comparable, a first full year for, like, not their first year, but like it's going to be 25-26. So in the year 25-26 attendance-wise, will Epic Universe beat either Islands or Universal Studios Florida? And by how much? And I put, yes, they will, both. And I think it'll beat Islands of Adventure by 7 million. And I think it'll beat Universal Studios Florida by 9 million.
Wow.
So we have to say both?
You don't have to say both if you don't think it'll beat one of them in attendance.
Okay, I didn't see the second part as much.
As much?
I did it. I did it as a percentage. I don't know why I did that.
I did the same. Don't worry. I did a percentage too. It's fine.
Okay.
We're the right ones.
That's fine. If you can put a percentage in, we can still work it out. That's not an issue.
No, but I can do the other way too now that because I have something else. It's fine. This question and the next one sent me down a dark hole of research.
Yeah, mine too.
I did a spreadsheet.
Oh, it didn't go that
I started
far.
putting in too much stuff, and then I realized I have too much trauma from work, and I had to pull back a little bit because that was this is not what that is. But I said that yes, it will beat IOA and USF, and let me quickly convert these to numbers. So I will say the one I have right here, it is going to beat Islands by a minimum of 10.5 million. And there's a reason for that.
Obviously, because there's going to be more people.
Hold on. Yeah. And then the other one is, so I said Islands by that much. It's going to beat Universal. It's going to beat them. I'm going to put 10.5 on both.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was going to say 11. Just put 10.5 on both.
Okay.
Yes, that's my answer.
Huh.
Yes, but I combined both of their numbers, and I didn't do any research on this one. I just went, yep, and like, what percentage? I just guessed what percentage of Iowa and USF combined, and because it's my favorite number, and they've got monsters in there, I went with by 13%.
Right.
Yeah, you work that out.
Whatever.
I don't know what that equates to.
Me either.
I mean, honestly, that's probably how they'll announce the figure anyway.
No, they won't announce it at all. It'll be the TEA that come out with it, and that's where we'll get. That's where I'll get my answers from.
Okay. So I put yes, it'll be both, and I put by 2 million in Islands and 5 million at USF.
Okay. Interesting. I have a lot more faith in Epic Universe being a show for the first year, don't I?
Hey, just because it's a show doesn't mean that people aren't going to go.
They are going. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, didn't sound like it.
Will Epic Universe beat any Disney World parks in attendance in its first full year? And which one and by how much? I put yes, and it'll beat all of them but Magic Kingdom.
That was meant to be which ones and by how much.
So, yes, it will beat, in my fair assessment, it will beat all of them.
Okay.
And that's kind of how I came up with the numbers before, because
Much.
by how much?
Yeah, I didn't say how much. Okay, go ahead.
I just put it because this was a hard one to come up with, because I'm actually trying to find like stats on what capacity is for the parks, because I know it will reach capacity, and I know Magic Kingdom in 2019 was their highest year at 21 million, and they've been on a decline ever since.
Very
and
much,
they're kind of
actually.
catering.
Yeah.
What?
Very much on a decline, actually.
Yeah, they're even like on their on one of their calls, they're talking about how they're positioning themselves to cater towards Disney adults. And that's why you're seeing like an influx of bars and things being introduced, because they know they're not getting that other, segment in there. And then you have a park like Epic coming out that is for adults. Like, it's the same group of people. Now, obviously there is a different category of Disney adults, but that's fine. But it's still catering to these people. So I think it's gonna, I under that, guys, I have to say it does outdo Magic Kingdom, which is their highest grossing one at 21 mil. So I'm saying, so the second part is what? How much more?
So the same as the previous. It's the same. It's the previous question, but for the Disney parks. I mean, if you want to come up with those numbers at some point in the next week, that's fine. We can add them in.
Yeah,
I'll make sure
I will
the
say
guys
on the
are
first
honest.
part, yes, it will beat it in its first full year. So that's going to be like, we're guessing what numbers Disney or Magic, like I'm saying Magic Kingdom, we're guessing what numbers Magic Kingdom will be in 2024 to 2025.
No, 25 to 26.
25 to 26.
No, 20.
And then how? Yeah.
Yeah, 25 to 26.
25 to 26. And then we're guessing the second part is by how much more will it beat that year's numbers of Magic Kingdom, if that's my...
So Magic Kingdom compared to Epic Universe in their first full years, how many more visitors? You're saying Epic Universe will do more than Magic Kingdom. So how many more visitors will Epic Universe have than Magic Kingdom in that year?
Yeah, so to go backwards for me, since I didn't say the amount, so I think it'll beat Animal Kingdom by 10 million. I think it'll beat Epcot by 10 million, and I think it'll beat Hollywood Studios by 2 million.
Wow. So I'm going to jump in while Chris is finished. I think it'll beat all of them.
Well, it's
hands
me
down.
next, but
Was it? Oh, go on then, sorry.
I've just put yes. I think it'll beat all but Magic Kingdom. I think it'll beat Animal Kingdom by 25%, Epcot by 20%, and Hollywood Studios by 18%. That's a you problem, because you didn't quantify what you wanted.
Well, that's easy enough to convert to a percentage.
I don't care, it's not my job.
Apparently it's not mine now either. Someone's just volunteered.
They're providing the prize.
Chris is the spreadsheet guy. Let him do it.
That's true. So I've put all of them.
Oh, I see, I
think
did,
it'll beat Magic Kingdom by 2 million. I think it'll beat Animal Kingdom by 12 million. I think it'll beat Hollywood Studios by 8 million. And I think it'll beat Epcot by 9 million.
Okay. Chris, did you figure out your numbers?
2 million is my Magic Kingdom. I didn't do the others, but I can get back to you on those.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll add them in. It's been a mistake, but I will hold them to the high standard. There will be no cheating. There will be no fixing of numbers. It will be correct because I want to win. Chris.
Yeah. So next up, will we see HHN, Mardi Gras, or the holidays come to Epic within 2 years? If so, which one? No, we will not see that. Probably not for many years. Some of those not at all. And they don't need it. Those events are made to draw people in and make more money. They don't need it. People will be going to this park no matter what. That's my answer.
I also said no, and not within 2 years.
Okay.
I actually said the holidays for sure, because everybody, when they're on vacation during the holidays, they like to be kind of in that vibe, in that holiday vibe. So I think they'll at least do some kind of like decorations and stuff to make it feel Christmassy there. But I don't think they'll do anything HHN in particular. They might do some kind of Halloween something like at Dark Universe. maybe some decoration of some kind, but not like an event in any way. And definitely no to Mardi Gras.
See,
Now,
I can see.
decorations count as an event.
That's what I was going to say. It's not decorations isn't an event.
Well, I don't. So I
I would agree with
No.
Michelle that
Yeah.
they're going to decorate it.
Yeah, but no.
Well, isn't that pretty much what the holidays is?
No, because they have
Yeah, so-
Grinchmas.
Yeah, it's got all the
Like
extra.
Grinchmas is like an actual event.
right.
And
So
you parade
hang
and
on,
stuff
right?
like that.
So I will tell you now that Michelle will get a
But Mardi
point.
Gras is
Michelle will get a
decoration and
point
food.
if they announce the holidays at Epic Universe.
At
That's
Epic,
all it needs
yeah.
to be. That they
Okay.
call whatever goes on during November and December as the holidays. If they name it as a thing, if they don't, if they just put decorations up to festivize it,
Yeah, which I think they will.
then,
Yeah, that's fair.
then no, it's
Yeah,
not.
which I think they will.
But I need them to come out and stay.
Yeah.
So you want marketing material that says holidays.
Yes.
Yeah, and I
Or
don't,
something
no,
to that
and
effect.
I stand by that. They'll decorate, but I don't think they'll do a.
Yeah, I
An
don't
event.
think they'll have to advertise. So I'm okay with that.
So I've put the holidays too.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of how Disney does it. Like they call it the holidays, but they don't necessarily do anything extra special.
And there we
in
go. That's
most of
what
their
we'll
parks.
see. I
Yeah.
think it would feel strange to go to Universal Orlando Resort and have all of that decorated out with Grinchmas and parade and all the rest of it, and then go to Epic and it just be epic. I think it would
Yes,
be weird.
I
What
agree.
if
No.
what if the marketing material is come experience the holidays at Universal Orlando Resort, where we have 3 amazing theme parks? Does that count?
No, because that doesn't include. No, because the 3
Yes, it
amazing.
does.
No, it doesn't, because they will count Volcano Bay as that third park.
No,
Yes,
no.
they do. They
No, the
count.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. They will count if they say 3 parks. That will mean Volcano Bay.
Okay, so there has to be a singular piece of marketing material with Epic Universe at the holidays.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if they go, the holidays coming to Universal Orlando Resort, there'll be this at Islands, that at Studios, this at Epic. At Epic Universe, this.
Yeah.
Decorations.
If that's all it is, then that's still part of that
But
material.
that's
If they
not an
include
event.
it,
If it's in the verbiage for the holidays at Universal Orlando Resort.
They all have
the question
things
is,
that you can't do at the other times of the year. They all have like parades or shows or
Right.
things. I don't think that we will get that level of stuff in Epic for 2 years.
that's fine. But what I'm saying
not what the
is,
question is,
for
though.
that point,
But
if
also-
they include Epic Universe in their holidays marketing for that year,
Do you know what? Word your questions better if you're going to argue this hard. Because I'm not the only one. Chris has interpreted it the
Yeah,
same
because
way.
like holidays, like when we say HHN Mardi Gras, even the holidays isn't a thing that you think of Grinchmas, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't.
I do.
You don't think
Not
of
me.
That's the
Grinchmas
reason
with
why I'm
Universal.
coming out.
I hardly ever even see that.
it doesn't matter. The marketing for the holidays
Uh-huh.
will tell you everything that's going on at Universal Orlando Resort for the holidays.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, everything that's included is part of the holidays. If they include Epic Universe in that marketing, the holidays are at Epic Universe.
Right.
Mhm.
The same with Mardi Gras. Like Mardi Gras, when they on the event page for Mardi Gras, it says at Universal Studios, and only recently did they start to say it's spilling out into City Walk, but they don't. It does not include Volcano Bay, for instance.
Yeah.
See, with holidays, right? You have Grinchmas over at Islands,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have at Studios, you have Santa. Like you have actual event type things
Yes.
going on. If you say that the marketing material says, "Hey, come out to Universal Orlando Resort for the holidays, where you can check out the Grinch, Santa, and see festive decorations at Epic," I don't consider that.
They
I don't
won't put
consider
that, though. They
holidays.
wouldn't say
No,
festive
they wouldn't do that.
decorations.
Just like they don't include Volcano Bay in the holidays right now. It's not included in that
Right.
verbiage at
Okay.
all.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
no, hang on. So if they put celebrate the holidays at Epic and I rock up and there's like wreaths and garlands and nothing else going on, I'm going to be
Yeah.
because I've been promised an event, not decorations. All the hotels are decorated, but they're not events.
All right then.
It didn't say
Right.
event though.
So-
It just says,
No, but
will
this is
you
how
see
this is
it
how
there?
two of us have interpreted it. This
All
is what
right.
I'm fighting for.
All right. Let me play devil's advocate in the
Oh,
middle of
but
this.
you're not really. You're the devil here because you set the question.
No, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
For you to get a point, then,
Uh-huh.
if they come out and say celebrate the holidays at Universal Orlando Resort, visit the Grinch in Whoville. Go and watch him in How to Train You, whatever the fucking that
The
Grinch
Grinch
show.
and How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train the Grinch, right? Come and see Mannheim Steamroller there. Come and see the holiday parade with Macy's and Epic Universe, right? Then no, we don't get a point. If they say, come and celebrate the holidays at Universal Orlando Resort with Grinch and Mannheim Steamroller and a parade plus Super Mario Brothers, right? That's a thing that you can't see all the time. Then that, or I don't know.
Look, but I'm okay with that.
Something that's specific to Epic Universe that you cannot see every day. Then I'm classing that as a holiday.
That's an event.
If it's just decorations, then no,
Yes.
right? There we go.
Thank you.
I'm okay
you.
with that.
Yeah.
Do you know why? You know why we're getting so deep into this? Because we really want that free vacation.
Oh my
Remember
God.
why?
Roll the ads.
To go back on the parameters for this, there needs to be more than just decorations at Epic Universe
Yes.
to be classed as the holidays.
Yes.
So I feel like out of the four of us, I'm the one who has attended the most theme park events across the United States, including Disneyland, Disney World, and Universal very regularly. And I have attended all events, all holidays for all of them very regularly. And for me, when I and my clients want to go experience the holidays or whatever it is that's being marketed, it doesn't necessarily, especially at Disney parks, it does not mean there's a separately ticketed event. It doesn't mean there's a special show. Usually it's simply special decorations, specialty food items, and maybe the characters change their outfit, if that. But that doesn't mean that they don't want to be there for the holidays. And it's still marketed as the holidays.
But we're specifically talking about Universal Orlando right now, not Disney. I'm still setting the parameters as it needs to be more than decorations and specialty
As
food.
long
That's
as
the
it's the last thing
parameters
you
for this
said.
question.
I agree with you because all these events or whatever you want to call them have attractions, right? You go to HHN, there's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
houses.
Yep.
You go to Mardi Gras, there's concerts.
And a parade.
And a parade.
Yeah, parades too, sure. And you go to holidays, like we said earlier, you have Grinch and all that stuff. So it would just have to be more than just
That's what I'm saying.
decorations.
Yes.
It has to be like, if they have one attraction, if it is like, come do whatever with Toothless while he's dressed up as Santa, then that's an attraction, right? That's something.
Yeah, they put some
Christmas
sort of
tree trail.
Christmas musical overlay on the carousel.
Christmas tree
The
trail,
North Star
something like that.
carousel. They
Yeah.
briefly, yeah.
It's going to be something more.
And Michelle,
though,
look,
than-
I'm doing myself potentially out of a point here as well, but I need to play devil's advocate between everyone at this point because I'm going to end up getting kicked.
Judge, jury, and execution.
Jesus Christ.
Tracy, can you get this this train moving along?
So will they create new events? Oh, dear me. Will they create new events just to be held in Epic Universe? And if so, what? Now, you haven't actually...
Again, I'm going to go within 2 years.
Right.
I would say the holidays.
In the first 2 years, I would say no. Now you've said that, but I did have an answer that yes, but not in the first 2 years. I think they could potentially do Lunar New Year in Celestial Park.
Yeah.
So based on your criteria that you guys just totally derailed the conversation on, based on your criteria of what constitutes an actual event, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it
Lee,
me?
is it you?
I said yes. I think they'll do some sort of like celestial celebration. I don't know what that will
Like
entail,
Lunar New Year.
but something like that, yeah. No,
I
no.
said, well, you said within the first 2 years, so that kind of changed.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm only
I don't-
saying that because I don't want it to run for 10 years before we decide, oh, yeah, they've done one now.
I said a food event, not anything. I don't think they're going to move any of the holidays or events that we have going on right now over there. So, but I do think they'll do a food event, but not within the first 2 years. I think they're going to figure out how the park works and do that later on.
Okay.
Which portal or land will be the first to expand? And I said Fantastic Beasts.
I said Super Nintendo World.
I said monsters.
Now I'm sticking with what I put, which is Super Nintendo World. I keep calling it Super Mario World. Super Nintendo World.
I mean, it is, to be fair.
However, I have realised that there's a big plot of land right next to Dark Universe. So that potentially really is good, but I'm sticking with Super Nintendo World.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was a quick show.
Yeah.
Got a little heated there.
Nah.
This is what the people listen for. All right.
This is what families do.
Yeah. And I hope everybody at home argues while they're doing this quiz as well.
As much as we did, I want to hear that Seekender group had as much fighting in it when they do this, because they will.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Me and Chris won't talk about you too much when we're on our free holiday.
I couldn't give a man. I love arguing.
Of course.
If anyone takes it seriously, then...
God, no malice in it.
Yeah. Should we have people like post up their questions and answers in the Producers Club?
No, they can do, I guess.
Answers.
Yeah,
no more
okay.
questions. I don't think we're allowed any more questions.
Yeah.
Just, put your answer in the Producers Club.
Put your answers. Let's see what you guys think.
We should send out a document, a version of this to everybody so that they can write their own questions down.
Questions or answers?
I mean, answers, whatever.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, we are going to wrap this show up because it has been quite the show.
Little bit.
So
I didn't think it would go this long.
No.
Yeah. Well, don't forget that we want you to let us know how bad Fast and Furious Supercharged is, as well as which stick gets your lick recordings. So send them over to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. But until next week, see ya.
Are you insane? Get out of here. The curse, it's real. The podcast is over. So, the Magi want you to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcast news and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us by emailing us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, email us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Silence! With your subscriptions, we shall rule for all eternity. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Not even the Magi can save you now. There is no escape. Your end shall be my beginning. Prepare yourself for your next trip by emailing Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. We hope you enjoyed your podcast. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the prepare to forfeit your souls. Check out the other podcasts on the UUOP network. Rush of Fear Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info, and the Taste of Universal Orlando food podcasts. So hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I would have enjoyed this podcast a lot more if I had gotten my cup of coffee.